Now let us see the connection and programming for AUXC2000 Auto Transfer Controller or ATC with air circuit breakers or ACBs. These are the two power supply sources. Line 1 is coming from utility and is also the priority line. Line 2 is the backup supply coming from the generator. A dual power supply is used for auxiliary supply connection of ATC and the ACBs. This is the power connection of the controller. Now we will look at the output and input connections between the controller and the ACBs. Output connections. Phase and neutral connections from the dual power supply connected to the motor of ACB SIC terminals EC1 and EC2 respectively of both breakers. Terminals 26 and 29 of the common of the controller outputs connected to phase of dual power supply. Terminal 27 of output 5 of the controller connected to the terminal A2 of the closing coil of ACB1 through NC contact SIC number 11 and 12 of ACB2. The terminal of A1 of closing coil of ACB1 connected to neutral. Terminal 30 of output 7 of the controller connected to the terminal A2 of the closing coil SIC of ACB2 through NC contact SIC number 11 and 12 of ACB1. The terminal A1 of closing coil of ACB2 connected to neutral. Output 4 terminal 25 of the controller connected to shunt coil SIC number C2 of ACB1. The SIC terminal C1 of ACB1 connected to neutral. Terminal 28 of output 6 of the controller connected to shunt coil SIC number C2 of ACB2. The SIC terminal C1 of ACB2 connected to neutral. Now let us look at the input connection for an ACB. NO contact, that is SIC number 13 and 14 of ACB1 connected between terminal 15 of input 1 and common terminal 21 of the controller. Trip NO contact, that is SIC number 131 and 134 of ACB1 connected between terminal 17 of input 3 and common terminal 21 of the controller. NO contact, that is SIC number 13 and 14 of ACB2 connected to terminal 16 of input 2 and common terminal 21 of the controller. Trip NO contact, that is SIC number 131 and 134 of ACB2 connected to terminal 18 of input 4 and common terminal 21 of the controller. With this, we have completed the connection between the controller and the ACBs. The programming for ACBs is exactly on the same lines as that of motorized MCCBs. The key navigation panel has 3 keys which are off, auto and manual for operational mode selection. The system runs automatically without any human intervention when in auto mode. The system can be controlled through manual mode in case of an emergency when the user wants to override the system. All parameter setups and commands are configured or executed only in off mode. The other 2 are menu keys, which are also used to scroll between parameters. The auto key at the center also acts as OK button or input confirmation button. The off key is used to go back in menu.